you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move, how to move.
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, y'all. Hey, what's happening? My bad, y'all. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying to get my shit together. Where did I have? Didn't I save it? Yeah, I did. All right. What's good, y'all? Happy what's today? Thursday. Happy Thursday to y'all, child. It's cold. Period. Well, it ain't like frigid. It's chilly as a bitch. All right. The weather is starting to slowly but surely reminding us that ow, we're in October. My bad, child. IBS. Yeah, it's one of them days for me. It was IBS. Now it ain't bad, but every now and again I get a little pain. Uh-uh. Child, to make you feel like you're on your period or something. Anyhow, but worse. Anyhow, I had a lady ask me today. She said, "What's worse than labor pains and no, what's worse than childbirth and periods?" I said, "IBS flare up, bitch." Okay, at least with your baby, you know the pain gonna end eventually, bitch. When you have a flare up, you don't ever know. All right, you don't ever know. So I don't want to hear that shit. Especially when you really, really, really get like a real flare up to a point where your ass can't even walk. Should I get out my goddamn face? Y'all women always want to go through the most shit, want to go through the most pain, the most suffering, the most fear. Women. Anyhow. Um anyhow. Um we don't want that at all. Take your love. Y'all got it. Y'all always love to talk about don't nobody know the pain of women's and all that shit. No, you could take this shit and add it on to the pain that y'all already be having. All right, since y'all want to be the bear of it so bad, you can bear this shit. Gladly take it. Okay? And be a superwoman. Okay, because I'm a bitch. I'm a pussy. I don't want this kind of pain. Fine. Y'all can have it. And don't say I ain't gay y'all nothing. No, baby, no. You have it. I want to be a weak little damsel. Uh-uh. I mean, I am a little damsel or whatever, but y'all can take this shit. Y'all know anytime when it's dealing with gays and we talk about periods and menstruals, y'all don't have them, so y'all don't understand that pain. So take this and add it to the pain that you already got. What's one more pain? You know what I mean? Like, what's one more piece of pain? You know, the Bible say he don't give you more than what you can bear anyhow. So I don't even understand what y'all so scared of. They be like, you will never understand the pains of childbirth. Oh, I will take that. I will lay down on the table and fart out a baby out my asshole. Just because I know that pain will go away once it's out. This shit don't go till it's ready to go. Okay? So I will much rather take that pain for $200. I promise I won't complain. Because I know it'll go away. This shit'll fuck you up for days. Like, listen, days. So, forgive me, T, but do you review them salt wives? Yeah, friend. Do you ain't see it in the playlist? You late. Okay. That was yesterday. You's a day late in the dollar show, friend. Go back and to yesterday's live day. What was that day? Go back to Wednesday. See? So go ahead and go find the sugar. We 8 minutes and 40 seconds in, y'all. I get started at 10. Child, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna be real with you. I am asleep. I am asleep or something. When I get off of here, I think I'm gonna take a small little cat nap before I gotta do chasing. What is it? Chasing Orlando. I still didn't watch last week episode yet, and I might not. I might just watch tonight's episode, and then I just wing the review from the other Thursday. You know when they was late. Um, I am. Talk about son, wake up. I'm trying to, Ravine. Hell, wake it up. You wake it up, Ravine. You want me to wake up? Wake me up, sis. Y'all like my life. What I like said. 61 people, 41 likes. I mean, shit hurt, child. Okay. This shit hurt. Am I having contractions or what? Child, what is T girl? Hey, Antonia. I don't mean to be rude, y'all. I don't mean to be, but I am sleepy. Anyway, 10 minutes. So we got three stories here, all surrounded and involving these damn Potomac women. Now, two of them deals with Wendy. I think two of them deal with Wendy. No, one deal with Ashley, one deal with Wendy, and one deals with the QVC lady. So which person do y'all want me to start with first? You want me to start with Wendy? Y'all know the fraudulent thief. Do y'all want me to start with Ashley? You know, the biracial girl who daddy never loved her? Or do y'all want me to start with the QVC lady? Y'all know the one who they say breast thing. Who do y'all want me to start with first? Okay. Who y'all want me to start with first? You said the Wendy last? Okay, fine. So between the QVC lady and the biracial girl who daddy never loved her, which one do y'all want me to do first? You say get forehead out the way. All right, I'll go on ahead and get forehead out the way. So not too long ago, y'all know Ashley's sperm donor who was supposed to love her, but he didn't. He dropped dead. All right. Dropped dead. 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 Dead, dead. Good and dead. Graveyard dead. Stiff as a board dead. Rigor mortis setting in dead. That type of dead. Laid up down to the casket dead. Where Paul Bear's got to carry him type dead. That type dead. The type dead where he was once sporting clothes, he's now sporting a toe tag down to a freezer. You know, that type of dead. He gone. Okay, the nigga gone. He gone. Gone. Out of here. 86. Gone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Gone. That's it. God said kaput. God said no more. Body shall be no more breath. She'll be breathed down to this fuck nigga lungs. God said that, not me. None. Zilch. Buckets. Nada. Okay? None. Period. That's it. Once it's done, it's done. Lights was out. Curtains was closed. It was all she wrote. A dead ass dead. Right? And so Ashley decided that she wanted to let the people in on how she was feeling, how she found out, how she was feeling, and what she finna do now that the daddy that was supposed to love her biracial ass but didn't because she was white, half white. Her words, not mine. Because if y'all can remember, that was the revelation that was brought out. That he wasn't supposed to go out here and bring home no white woman's child. All right. His parents told him, I'm gonna let you know this right the fuck now, nigga. If you bring your ass out here, you bring home something, if you bring home a mixed breed, that's your ass. I guess he thought his people was playing with him. And as he could see, they weren't playing with him. So what did he do? What every other fuck nigga does. Just go on ahead and just leave him with the mama and go on with his life. Have other churn, buy a black woman, which I think they said it was sons, and raised his sons to be fuck niggas like him, I'm sure. And so on and some such, right? So Ashley had a few things to say. Thank you, Fren, for your cash. Friend, what I say, he is dead. You acting like I told a lie or something. The man dead. Okay, he dead, friend. Like you acting like I lied to something. Like I'm telling the frost that he dead, friend. He is dead. What I said. Couldn't have been that bad. You sent me an ass piece of cash out for it. Thank you, Dave. If anybody else can donate, feel free. The son's black got to be because Ashley half white. He ain't want her ass. So got to be. I'm more to show the rest of the churn probably by some black woman. I'm sure. Anyhow, we finna listen to what Ashley had to say. I guess.
So today is a bit of an interesting day for me. Last week while I was in New York and I was actually coming home on the train, my mom informed me that my father had passed away. And if you saw, I believe it was season 5 of the show. It was season 5. I tried to meet my dad. I've never met him, never spoken a word to him. We've had no conversation. And he's closed the door in my face. And today was his funeral. And I contemplated going almost to have my own sense of closure. But I've been traveling so much and I really wanted to be with my own kids this weekend. And my rationale was, why would I want to take away time from my own kids for someone who never made time for me? So today is a bit of an interesting day for me.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. I agree with you, Ashy. So why is you up here letting us know that he dead and that he gone? Like that's my thing. You could have took us out the group chat, Ashley. We didn't give a fuck about that fuck nigga. Even though we don't like you, we hated the way he treated you on that episode. And that's one thing I will say. Even the people that did not like you or go up for you by any means did not like the way he did you. Even we said you did not deserve that. So my thing about it is, Ashley, why the hell is you getting up here now You just got to let us know this. And you just got, girl, you could have kept it to yourself. You could have wrote it down in your diary. You could have talked about that down to your prayer closet. You know, not everything. We don't have to be involved in every single solitary group chat that y'all have. You could have made this a personal thing with you, Ashley, to be honest. It might would have made you feel a lot more better. You know what I mean? I felt like you brought it to the internet because you wanted to hear people say, yeah, you did the right thing for not going. And that's really why I feel like it's the only reason why you saying any of this. You want to try to make other people be like, yeah, you know, you right. You shouldn't go. You shouldn't do this to feel better about yourself. But why? You're a grown damn goddamn woman. You're 37 years old. We're the same age, girl. You did what the hell was right for you. Fuck what anybody else got to say. That fuck nigga won't dare for you. He never loved you. He won't dare for no first or nothing. All right. They saying that a daughter's first love is their daddy. You couldn't even experience that. So it's just like, you know, why the hell do you care? It shouldn't matter now. The bitch dead as a doornail. Like who cares anymore at this point? He dead. But fine. She has some more to say. I'm gonna let her get it off her chest because I'm such a nice person. Um, okay, I'm such a nice person. I'm about to let her get it off her chest.
I found out that I have siblings and all of the things that I had no idea about my father, I learned about in his obituary. I learned he liked to garden. He taught himself how to play guitar. He was an avid fisherman. Really, so many of the things that I also love to do. And it said in the obituary that his greatest accomplishment was being a dad to his two sons. Stung a little bit, whatever. But, you know, it's interesting how you can mourn and have some sort of grieving, a unique form of grieving for someone who you have no relationship with, right? Just blood relations, but no emotional connection. Like, that is so interesting. I guess what I ultimately surmise from this experience of my life at 37 is really learning. I found out that I have siblings and
now I will say this, Ashley, you're not the only one who dealt with stuff like that, finding out you got siblings. Y'all know I tell this story all the time. That's how it was with me and my bio man. With her raggedy yellow, high yellow ass, because she light skinned. Her raggedy high yellow ass. That's how I was with her. You know, as I got older and I talked to other motherfuckers, that's a part of my family. Yeah, I found that out too. I found out that I got a whole bunch of other little brothers and little sisters spread it out across Newport News and Hammond. You know, I only knew about my bio older brother. I do have an older brother there, but y'all know in my family, I'm the baby. But you know, in hers, I wouldn't be. I would just be the second oldest because they said she had back, I think about 6 or 7 more churn, whore, or whatever the case may be. So I totally get your feelings, Ashley. I know how you feel because it sucks because I could be 50, 60 years old, probably running into somebody that could be my damn brother, wouldn't even goddamn know. Wouldn't even damn know it. Wouldn't know him from a can of paint. Well, we probably said hi and bye all through our damn lives without even knowing that could be a sibling. So when Ashley talks about shit like that, I do understand where she's coming from because I basically in the same thing. All right. So that's why I'm not trying to be too harsh on Ashley because our stories mirror. The only difference is you had a fuck nigga for a daddy and I had a fuck her for a bio mammy. That's the only difference. So, you know, that's why if you're wondering why I'm not like totally laughing in her face, that's why, because I've been through, I can't. I've been through the same thing. I know what that shit is like. But actually, you need to have an attitude like me. Who gives a shit? Like, that's just how I feel. Who gives a shit? There's less motherfuckers trying to ask you for a kidney, trying to ask you for $1, um, trying to ask you, can they stay at your house because they luck done ran out. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you, boo. 1111. Thank you, baby. And this ain't nothing new. I told y'all this story before a long time ago. Long time ago. I think I told y'all this shit like right at during the beginning of COVID, back in 2020, 2021. So this ain't nothing real new. But Joy saying is your adopted mama. Well, yeah, you can say that, but she's really my great aunt. She was my mama's aunt because her grandmama and Joy saying were half sisters. It's a family thing. All right. Her daddy married my grandmama, which is, Joy Sand's mom. Okay, that's how that became. All right. So yeah, but she's still family. She's really my great aunt because she was my mama's auntie. You understand? Well, my mama was my mama's auntie. You get it? Joy Sand was my bio mama's auntie. Y'all, I know it's confusing, but that's what it is. All right. Um, Tell us the story again. Some of us didn't know. Do I gotta? All right, I'm gonna give y'all the short and long. All right. My bio mammy was already a whore fucking as a teenager, and she had my older brother, Tim. All right. And so then my grandmama said, you come up in here knocked up again, bitch. You going to Mrs. Ferguson's finished school for girls. You and that damn bitch. And she said, all right, all right, all right. Then what happened? Here I am. So y'all saw what good she listened. And my grandmama at the time wasn't bullshitting because she was a baby boomer. What she said was what she said. And she packed her shit and was finna move her ass slammed to Mrs. Rose's finished school for girls. She was. And then that's when my mama, Joy Sand, said, girl, calm your ass down. You ain't finna do that. No, you're not. She was like, she could just come and live with us since you got a big damn problem with it. And so that's what she did. Joy Sand took her in. Her and my older brother, Sean, y'all know Sean. Her and my older brother shared the room. She was 16. He was like 10, because me and him 10 years apart. And 15 going on 16, or whatever the case may be. That's where she was. She was with them. She was with Joy Sand and my dad. And my brother. That's where she was. That's where she stayed. And that's how that was until she had me. And then after she had me, she went back to her mama, which is my grandmama. And my mama was like, nah, we ain't finna put him in no system because he family. And so she kept me. And that's how y'all ended up. That's how y'all ended up with me. All right, you got it? I told that story about umpteen times. You just like my brother. My mother adopted him from my crazy cousin antics. Love my baby brother. Who was the older, your granny or Mama Joy Sam? I think I almost doxed her. I think my grandmama's older than her. Yeah, she is older than her. She is older than her because she was already here when if I got the story right, she was already like a teenager or some short, about to be a teenager when she got married into the family. I think my mom was still younger than her. Yeah, but they was close though. They was close. They was close like sisters and all that good stuff. They were. And my mama never listen. One thing about Joy saying she never judged my bio mama. Now I will say that she never judged my bio mama. Me, I always did. I always cussed that yellow heifer out. But see, y'all know my mama. Y'all know Joy saying she classy based. She was raised and me. Y'all know she's a lady. She a woman. You know what I mean? She always wanted to be the understanding type. Me, I ain't that damn understanding. See, that's where me and her differ. But do you have a relationship with your bio mama? Michelle, do it sound like it? I got up here, called her a yellow heifer. I got up here, called her a whore. I got up here and called her every damn thing else up under the book other than what I should be calling her, which is mom. Okay, Michelle? And all of them. I remember one time they came up in here and had the nerve of the mitigated guard trying to take up for her ass, and I almost cussed their ass out. Okay? They'll tell you that shit too. Nah, Michelle, I ain't got no feelings for that whore. None. So whenever the day comes where God decides to snatch breath out of her goddamn body, do y'all think I'm gonna be up here all out of my body giving Ashley? Do y'all think I'm gonna be sitting out there on my damn veranda rocking back and forth, singing hymnals and praying her soul to heaven? Absolutely not. That's why I'm telling Ashley I don't get it. But whatever, that's Ashley. You know, she ain't me. Okay? Because when God decided to snatch that hoe up, I promise you, I'm throwing me a party, wherever the hell I'm. Ding dong, the witch is dead. That's what it's gonna be. That's the name of the party. Ding dong, the witch is dead. God snatched breath from her body. Finally. Took him a long time to do it, but it's finally here. I ain't finna be sat around here doing this bullshit Ashley doing. That's my point. Okay? Because see, you can't have feelings for a motherfucker that wasn't there and did not want you and blatantly made that known. Me and my mama lived in the same damn state, in the same area, not the same city, but the same damn area. You think I ever seen? She got my mama house number. Never heard from her. I heard from my grandmama more than I've ever heard. But see, that's why I don't really give my grandmama all of that, because she will call. I've seen her, things like that. Like she ain't never was like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, she lived in Newport News. I lived in Hampton. That's right there. Like that's right there. Like it, period. Like you ain't gotta cross no bridges. You ain't gotta drive an hour out of town. You ain't gotta do none of that shit. And that's how I grew up. She lived wherever in Newport News, and I lived in Hampton, and that's just where that's how that went. You know. So that's it. Like y'all got me spilling out my story. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Moving on. Because I think she said some more crap.
A door that was never opened, but also will never be opened. I think I've always held out some sort of hope that maybe, like, apparently my dad was in hospice. Maybe prior to him passing, he would have this sudden wave of consciousness or conscience, excuse me, to be like, oh, let me at least like make amends or say something to my daughter, but nothing like that, you know? And it's just so weird. I really can't understand how any human being doesn't want to love their children or can't love a child, but it is what it is, and life will certainly go on. All right, have a great evening, babes. Learning to close a door.
Well, Ashley, you just answered your own question, baby. It's the same shit I said. You can't love a motherfucker that ain't never loved you. You can't have no feelings for a motherfucker that didn't have no feelings for you. Like I said, Ashley, I'm in the same boat as you, girl. And I already told you what I did whenever that great getting up morning comes, and my brother, because I probably fit. That's another thing. Like she followed my brother on Facebook. I follow my brother on Facebook. So I'm more to show she done ran past me, scrolled past me. Do you think she ever said anything? Sent a friend request? Anything? Told me happy birthday? Anything like that? She can easily get in contact with me. See what I mean? That's what I mean when I say Ashley. I totally get it. I get it. She's had conversations with my cousins and all that shit, cousins that I'm close with, shit like that. Like I say, Ashley, I don't understand you. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I honestly just would have kept this shit off of social media. And I would have handled it in my own, because we don't have. That's the thing that a lot of reality stars and people like that need to understand. Not everything has to require a group message. Not everything has to be brought up, especially when it comes to personal situations like that, because it just brings back all type of bad feelings and bad this and bad that. And then you're going to have to deal with other people's opinions and this, that thing, and the other. You're going to have some people who agree with what's going on. You're going to have other people that's going to try to make you feel bad because they're going to be like, well, you still should have went for your type of closure and da-da-da. Like, see, so to avoid all of that, it's just best to just leave some shit up off of the damn table. Oh hell no. Yeah, Lee. So like I said, Ashley, I get it. You had a fucked up parent, so did I. I totally understand. Nah, I ain't never go to her house and she slammed the door in my face, because had that shit happen, I'd have bust her windows out her damn house. And I done went to jail for who gives a shit. I'd have took my made a baseball bat and bust every single solitary last window her house got, slamming the door in my motherfucking face after your fuck punk ass won't there. But you know, Ashley, we all different. We are different. And actually, I'm gonna be real with you about something else. If what the stories are saying are true, yeah, he was just supposed to fuck Sheila Egbert. He wasn't supposed to reprocreate with her and get her pregnant. That was never supposed to be the case. He was supposed to fuck and get gone. He nutted in her, had you, and then I'm telling you, from what the story was, that wasn't supposed to happen. And so it's easier for him to just be like, okay, well, fuck her. My family don't like her anyway, you know, and this, that thing, and the other. So if I'm not there, I don't show nothing. I won't, you know, and it's sad. And he got to deal with that. Don't think that he's in heaven resting comfortably, doing you the way he did you down here on earth while taking care of other kids. Don't think he getting away scot-free with that shit, because he's not. When you go, you have to answer and be held accountable and judged for everything that you've done down here, including not taking care of children. So don't think, you know, and we all know Jesus loved the little children. Red and yellow, black or white, they precious in thine sight. So don't think he just up there chilling and shouting through the damn tulips. No, he not. No, he's not. So, you know, you should just take some solace in that. Like God's sorting his dead ass out. Now, I don't even know why you worrying about it. Don't cry. Don't feel away. Don't ponder over it. Go on to live your life and take care of your children. And you just be the best mom that you could be. Be the best mom to your children that you could be, you know, and just let it be that. See, if anything ever happened to you, at least your sons can't say the same story or give the same story you gave about your parents. Because Sheila ass won't perfect either. At least they won't be able to say that, to have that story like you did. So that's something that, you know, you should be proud of as a parent. God forbid he snatched life from you right now. At least your children cannot say that about you or their daddy, which is a good thing. No matter what we may give y'all up here, we ain't never said you was a bad mama. Now, some of your shit is questionable, like them being allowed outside without some damn shoes and socks on. I still don't like that. Or, and y'all talking about something, that's how they get grounded or some shit like. Shut up. Or like how you, or like how you allowed them to run amok all over the damn island and shit without their shoes on after coming from being outside without their shoes on, and then they want to climb all top of the island where folk got to cook the shit. See, now some of your shit questionable, but we ain't never said that you was a bad mom. So, you know, continue not to be that and you'll be all right. You sound how Lisa Ray was doing the Brat. LOL. We don't know the story like you do. I bet he thought Sheila was white. Can't you look at Sheila and tell? Or was this during the crack epidemic and he was just as fucked up as Sheila was and he just didn't care at the time? Cause that story always like got me. I'm like, well, if you felt that way, then why, and your parents felt that way or your family felt that way, then why would you get her pregnant? You should have wrapped it up or at least pulled out or at least made her swallow it. Something. Like I ain't never get that. But whatever. All these damn notifications. Who is this? Instagram. Really be finna go live for 30 minutes. That's from X. Oh, he cute too. Oh, he real cute. You following me on X? Well, let me get on X right quick and see who you is, sir, so I can go on ahead and follow. Thank you, baby, for your Cash App, love. I do appreciate you. Yes. Shout out to Joy Sand. Period. Thank you, baby. Thank you for your Cash App so much. And yeah, shout out to Joy Sand. She was a real. See, that's a mom. You understand? But back to this nigga that's following me on X. Let me go right here, right quick. Y'all. Hold on. Ooh. Uh-huh. Let me follow you back, honey. Mm-hmm. 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 I see you. What's your name? Anton? I see you, Anton. Where the hell you came from? Anyway, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Um, Y'all did say that's how we get ground. Who is we? I don't know who we is, because like I said, had I ever carried my black ass outside without socks and shoes on, and it don't matter how plush and lush and green my daddy kept his lawn, I would have got yanked up and tossed in the damn house and screamed and yelled at for coming outside without some socks and shoes on. I don't know. I don't know. But y'all know, then again, y'all's Jewish. So, you know. Okay. So y'all know how that goes. She not going. You like Kenya. Yeah, I am. Like, ain't nobody got no time. Hey, what's up, Lauren, baby? If you were in the motherland, you would be bare feet. That's fine. But I ain't in the motherland. I'm in the mainland 5 where a bitch got shoes, socks, drawers, paints, t-shirts. Yeah, that's fine if you in the motherland wearing bamboo skirts and shit. But we ain't there. So we ain't gotta live like that. We ain't gotta live like that. Now, if we was there, that's different. We ain't there. So there's no excuse. Put some socks and shoes on that baby feet. Then they feet start balling. Then what? We would have bailed you out. Them Southern people used to do that as well. That's why they feet fucked up now, looking like kuntas. Keep doing that shit. Hey, Busy, what's good, friend? Sitting out here talking about this food. Anyway, let me knock Ashley out the way. Ashley, I understand. I feel you. I'm in the same boat, so that's why I ain't giving you too much. But girl, don't be crying over a nigga that never loved you. That's how I feel. Don't be showing no emotion. Let this be your last time getting up here addressing that dead ass nigga that didn't love you. All right. I'll let you get away with it this one time, but don't get back up here addressing this shit. We don't care, and neither should you. Matter of fact, what the thing at? Where is it? Now, let me say it again. We don't care, and neither should you. Okay? Moving on. Go to work. I was, nigga. I got off that phone. Hey, BD. All right, so I knocked Ashley's big forehead ass out the way. Now, who y'all want next? Do y'all want the QVC lady, or do y'all want the fraudulent ass theft that lost her job down to Wesley? All right, which one y'all want next? Y'all want fraud next? Y'all really want to save the QVC lady for last? Okay. Well, the people have spoken, so we're gonna get down to fraud. So this is this is from Reality Blog. Tamara Judge. She sounds familiar. Where Tamara Judge from? Is she on another Housewives show, some shit like that? I heard her name. Tamara Judge shares alleged DMs she received from RHOP star Wendy Osefo's neighbor after her fraud arrest. So Tamara Judge claimed Wendy Osefo's neighbor slid into her DMs and shared that the entirety of the neighborhood suspected instantly that the burglary was insurance fraud, as there was something shady about it. Last week, the Real Housewives of Potomac star and her husband were arrested under suspicion of fraud. According to the police, the couple allegedly staged a home robbery and defrauded their insurance company for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Per the authorities, Wendy's posted a photo with the anniversary ring that she had reported stolen, and the police found several other items in their home that had been reported missing. Wendy's neighbor slid into my DMs, said Tamara, on two T's in a pod. I'm assuming that's a podcast. Basically, she said that they all got notices. They all got notices on their front door in their mailbox that there had been a burglary, and it was at Wendy and Eddie's house. And instantly, the whole entire neighborhood was thinking this is insurance fraud. That's what she said. Tamara added. All the neighbors were saying, no way, no way, no way, because I don't know if the area where they're at is not known for burglaries, but she's on TV, so that's a different level. But they all thought something was kind of shady about it. Co-host Teddy Millenkamp pointed out that Wendy's co-star Ashley Darby claimed this isn't news to us, it's news to y'all. There's a lot of people that have come out. Somebody else that worked with Wendy came out and did a TikTok or something saying she was horrible to work with, said Tamara. This is before she got on Housewives. I mean, it's not good. Mia came out and made a statement as well. What's going on over there in Potomac? I've always thought to myself, somebody that's always bragging about money and bragging about their degrees and stuff like that, it's always like a little bit of red flag for me, she added. I like Wendy. I met Wendy, but it's not a good look. Why would you wear the ring you reported stolen? Because she's an idiot. Tamara, that's why she did that shit, because she's dumb. Like, why would you? Now, that was a dumb question to ask Tamara. Why would she do it? Because she dumb. What do you expect? She was too smart for her own good. She was so smart, she thought she was smart enough to commit a crime and not get caught. But they made the most stupidest mistakes and the most, from what I heard from, y'all know I know people in high, medium, and low places. And so I heard personally from folk that I know from low places who said they made the most stupidest damn mistakes, because they criminals some damn selves, and they said, the shit, the mistakes that they made, they would never got done, but I ain't gonna tell y'all all my business, but y'all get my point. Listen, I kinda can understand the neighborhood a little bit, because it's like, well, we are wealthy people, and we ain't never had shit happen to us. Like, what's the chances that they just had to come and pick out your house? Like, why come and pick out your house out of all houses on the neighborhood who actually have shit? Um, and maybe this is what Carlos meant when he was questioning whether or not what's happening to Wendy and Eddie is racially motivated. Now, I really didn't understand that, because my whole thing to Carlos was they committed fraud. They committed a crime, and they stole well over $450,000, worth of insurance. So I really didn't get the racial angle that Carlos was talking about. Now, I didn't listen or watch Carlos's whole thing. So maybe that was what he meant. Maybe he heard that dumb shit and he was just like being like whatever or whatever. But I did hear where people were like, they trying to make an example out of Wendy. Then I was seeing in comments how there are some people who feel like, I mean, what she did wasn't right, but I don't feel like she should get locked up, and I don't feel like she should lose her job. Why? Because if this was Wendy from the block who worked at damn White Castle, y'all would be reading the papers talking about, well, you do the time, you do the crime. She shouldn't have been a thieving ass whore. But because it's Wendy Osefo, all of a sudden she doesn't deserve to get the same amount of shit that a regular bitch out on the street wouldn't get. See, that's the shit that y'all do that I absolutely hate. Why should regular civilians get the book thrown at them? But because it's Wendy Osefo and Eddie, it's somehow racially motivated, and she shouldn't be going to jail and she shouldn't lose her job. Why the fuck not? Yeah, I don't see the racial angle either. Like we're acting as if this didn't happen. It happened with evidence and proof of it. Why shouldn't she go to jail? Why shouldn't she have lost her job? And the same go for Eddie. To the people who said that, I would love for them to come up under the comments and explain to me why do they feel as though what would happen to a regular person who did that shit shouldn't happen to Wendy and Eddie. I would love to know. Can y'all get the likes up? It's 146 of y'all and 93 likes. I need 100 likes. Because it's over 145 people, I should definitely be able to get 100 likes. Like we had 93. The fuck y'all doing? Now she should have left the ring down to Nigeria. Those people sound crazy, and and this has been one of the other Potomac cast members. Wendy damn show would have ate him up. Wendy would have set her pompous ass on that damn reunion couch and would have gave a whole lecture like she did with Karen, like she did with Monique. She would. She would be sitting her highfalutin, frauding, pompous ass, acting like she would. So now all of a sudden she doesn't deserve what everybody else get when they do foul shit. That's dumb. The neighbors got together and checked each other's ring cameras. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Now they're not saying that they sent out newsletters like after that. What they said was they sent out newsletters after hearing about the burglary. I guess to warn all the rest of the residents that it could be an impending burglary, but that's even strange too because it wasn't. It wasn't. Like I mean, you would think like a string of robberies would have been see, Wendy and Eddie, if y'all was gonna defraud the insurance company, y'all should have did this shit when there actually was a string of robberies going on. Maybe had y'all did that, maybe it wouldn't have been all of this, but then again, it would have. Then again, it would have, because the insurance company would have found out regardless. That's one thing about the insurance company. It's hard to defraud them, baby, because once they find you, they're gonna get your ass. It don't matter what you got, what you don't got, where you live, where you don't live, who you don't know. You fraud them, they is coming for your ass. Period. I don't believe race got anything to do with it. Anybody fraud them, bitch, they coming. And that's just that. And we've seen it happen across the board. White people, black people, Mexicans, um, Asians, Japanese folk, Korean, don't matter. You come around here and fraud them, bitch, they coming for your ass. Like race ain't got nothing to do with it. Wendy gave Karen a lot of grace. It wasn't until the reunion where Karen snubbed Wendy that made her change her tune. Y'all are trying to rewrite history. Michelle, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you just said. And I'm just gonna be real. You're trying to rewrite history. It don't matter. She set her ass on that stage talking about how this ain't her friend, that ain't her friend. She was tooting her nose up, doing all the rest of this shit while the entire time you out here frauding two insurance agencies and stand the risk of going to jail your goddamn self. No shade, Michelle, but nah, ain't nobody rewriting history. Ain't nobody rewriting history. Yeah, she gave her grace till she didn't, and that's cool. But whether she gave her grace or didn't give her grace, the fact that she even opened her mouth to have an attitude when she went around here defrauding the two insurance companies her goddamn self, she just should have shut the fuck up and stayed quiet. That's what you do. When you doing criminal shit, when you doing fraud and shit yourself, the best thing to do is to sit down, shut up, and keep quiet. Because you can't judge or talk about nobody else and their misfortunes when you're doing wrong yourself. You and your husband. Listen, at least Karen went, I mean, it ain't better. Because Karen could have killed somebody else or her stupid ass self for that matter. But she ain't go out here going out defrauding people. Yes, Wendy is not a victim. Y'all can try to cuten it up all y'all want to. Wendy ain't nobody damn victim. And now everybody insurance premiums finna go up because she fraud. She said that Karen was not her friend because of how Karen treated her. So who cares? Now we ain't her friend for getting up here, lying to everybody, acting like she got it like that, tooting her nose up, trying to make it seem like she's living like the Joneses. And the whole time you ain't got it like that. You done lied to her damn back. So fine. She ain't our friend now. And she getting what she getting. I mean, Michelle, I think it's cute that you're trying to take up for Wendy, but please don't. Okay? Please don't. But she let Giselle slither her way in and out of a friendship. Show did, Allie Benz. Like, it's gonna be interesting watching Wendy this season, knowing what we know now. I want to see if she's still gonna give this highfalutin. I want marbles from floor to ceiling, and I want all this thing. Like the rest of this season is gonna be interesting watching Wendy. What kills me is that probably half the people in the chat line on their taxes currently, but Karen could have killed somebody. I mean, yes, we all said that. Friend, didn't we not come up here and get the drunken mole together? Like, ain't that what we did, friend? Didn't all of us include and really be had to get up here and wear her ass out for the old and the new? So Karen got it for going to jail. So now Wendy can't get it. See, that's what I mean. We woke her ass the fuck out. In jail and all. Now we giving it to Wendy. Now we supposed to like we feeling sorry. Why? Why? What you said, busy? As a homeowner, I would hate there was a robbery in our neighborhood. The value of our area goes down because no one wants to live in the area with crime. But to find out it was a lie makes it worse. Period, busy. It does. It does. Like that's all I'm saying, Michelle. I don't understand the people who feel as though we're supposed to be letting her off. Why? We didn't do it with Karen. So why? I don't understand. We gagged the hell out of Karen Baldine ass because we found out her ass was bald when she was down in the box getting interrogated. And her wig was pushed all the way back here, and she ain't had not nay lick of hair all up here. Explain that to me, Michelle. Can you do that? Can you explain to me why you feel as though we shouldn't be giving Wendy all this shit, but we gave it to Karen last season? Yes, Karen could have killed somebody. We all said that. We gagged the hell out of her. We did. We gagged the hell out of her once we found out. We gagged the hell out of her through all the reunions. Now it's Wendy's turn to get ragtagged and dragged, and we supposed to have all of these feelings and concerns and oh my God, we shouldn't this, I think that. Why? Nah, T, that wig started pushing back in the cop car just because she was drunk as all fuck. Okay, sweating all to be damned. And she sweated her wig off, honey. And her hair too, apparently, because she damn sure ain't had none. Okay, she damn sure ain't had none. Just saying. There were 18 million lives when that body footage showed up. 18 million going on at the same time. At the same time. But now when it comes to Wendy, we supposed to take it easy. Girl, please. Wendy blocked me on IG and I just found out she was arrested. If Wendy truly is guilty, I hope if baby, she is guilty. If friend, she's guilty as charged. Her and her husband, guilty as charged. She rocked the ring in the episode. Busy ass pointed it out. I ain't even paid attention to the ring. Busy ass pointed it out. The same ring she claimed that got stolen down to the burglary was the same ring she had on in the damn scene. Friend, she's guilty. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get it, friend. She's supposed to know better, but obviously she don't. I get you, Michelle. She's supposed to know better. She's supposed to be smarter than that. She's supposed to hold 4 degrees and all the rest of that stuff. Out of all of them degrees, none of them taught her how to commit a crime, the felony, in the right way. Out of all them 4 degrees, none of them could teach her how to get away with a felony and get away with flirtation the right way. You went to school all them years. None of the schooling taught you, could teach you, not taught, could teach you how to get away with a felony the right way the first time and not get caught. You paid for all that schooling, ain't teach you nothing. Child. Because like I told you, had it been LaFonz and his friends and then all of the friends I got that lived down in the underworld, honey, they would have never gotten caught. If you was going to do that, you should have hit me up. I told you, I got friends high, medium, and low places. I'd have hooked you up with one of my homies down to the low places and he'd have got you right. You wouldn't have gotten caught. I mean, I'm just saying, you wouldn't. Right. She wasn't in the mug shot looking surprised. She was in the mug shot smiling, high boots. Her and Eddie was sitting in their high boots. Both of them motherfuckers was high. Both of them motherfuckers was about high as a fur coat. Okay? Both of them high boots. Boots, honey. Now listen, I've had a weed high before. That type of high that Wendy had, where her eyes like this, I don't know. Her shit might have been laced. Y'all know they do that. Y'all know that shit they did back in the day. Y'all know back in the gap, you know, they'll mix they weed with white girl, Christina Aguilera. My jury's so loud, baby girl, I came here. Yeah, okay. And they'll smoke it like that. You know, that's really what she gave me. Cause she was just like, I'm telling you, it looked like whatever the fuck y'all said me and my husband did, we did that shit. That's the way they look. Whatever y'all say we did it. That was the look they gave. The black Bill Gates is going to take care of Karen, but Eddie and Wendy are both in trouble and may lose. If they ain't no May baby, they are. They finna lose. They finna lose that house. They finna lose them juries. She may as well wave bye-bye to her marble from top to bottom. Wave it bye-bye, Wendy. It's gone. Just say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the marbles. Say bye-bye to the high pillars that you wanted. Say bye-bye to the high ceilings that you wanted. Say bye-bye to all of that shit. Just say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. 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 Say bye to all the jewelry. Say bye to the TVs. Say bye to all that shit, Wendy. Say bye to the suits of armor you was finna buy trying to be bourgeois. Stroller. Say bye-bye. Just say bye-bye to it. Say bye-bye to the white grand Yamaha piano. Say bye-bye to it, Wendy. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to it, friend. It's gone. It's gone, friend. It's gone. Because you got to pay that money back. It's gone. But that's what happens when you get up. I keep telling y'all would do yourselves a lot better justice by getting on reality TV and just being real. Like, for instance, Monica on them stinking ass salt wives. Monica would have been cool had she not been up here on Ulterior Motives. But had she came up here and just been real, look, I ain't got it like that. Look, I ain't got y'all like that. And that, what's the purpose of coming on reality TV and being ashamed of who you are? Because eventually the truth will come out. It's reality TV. Eventually the truth will come out. You can only fake the funk on reality TV, but so far, especially when it comes to money. You can only fake it, but for so long before it comes out. And it will come out unexpectedly, like this. And then it's funny how the investigators wrapped it up to they were living above their means and they was in a substantial amount of debt. But see, we knew that they were in debt. They came up here talking about being in debt. What was it? Was it season 6? Season 6, season 7? It was either season 6 or season 7. They came up here, basically had to admit that they was in a negative with some stuff. They had to admit that. Mm-hmm. And I found this strange about how Wendy wanted to start a candle line, but they admitted being in debt. And that's how I felt about Happy Eddie when he wanted to start Happy Eddie. And I was like, well, be careful because y'all already in damn debt. What if it fail? And like I said, see, all of that shit is going to come into play when they get down to the trial. I promise you it is. All that shit going to come up. It will. Because they did admit, was it season 6, season 7? They admitted that they was going through financial, like, hardships. They were struggling around there. Allie Bean, do I got it up here? I ain't up here. It's on the other phone. But if y'all go back and look at the smiles on both of their faces, Wendy's eyes was wide like this here. It was just so devilish. When people talk about a devilish smile, yeah, I put that up beside Wendy. Like, just the mug shot alone gave it away. That ain't nobody told no lies on you. Y'all did that shit. I think he has a partner for Happy Eddie though. Well, I hope the partner don't get fucked up in all this shit. If he do got a partner, I hope the partner don't get fucked up in all this shit. I really hope he don't. Maybe her YouTube channel struggled because she couldn't afford it. Child. I agree with everything you said. Do the time, do the crime. Period. Not bye-bye to America as well. I think they're citizens. I think they're citizens. Now, if they're not citizens, that's gonna be something else. Now, if they're not citizens, that's gonna be something else. They were high as a giraffe's ass. They was. Eddie must have had the good product. Listen, Eddie had weed. I don't know what it was that Wendy had, but it won't just damn weed. Not giving this. Not giving that. Thank you. Thank you so much, friend, for your PayPal. I ain't get one of these in a minute. Thank you, baby, for your PayPal. You're right, T. They're guilty as charged. Thank you. They are both guilty as charged. And I see some people trying to feel sorry for Eddie. I ain't running around here feeling sorry for Eddie. At first I was, but then again, why should I? Y'all are married. Y'all are a unit, and you're a lawyer. You know better. Even if this was her idea, you should have been the one to be like, bitch, is you stupid? I'm an attorney. The hell are you talking about? So the fact that Eddie was involved with it and a willing accomplice, then that also proves that they must have really been struggling financially, and or Eddie owes somebody for a happy Eddie. One of the two. One of the two. Either that helped start up Happy Eddie, or something else helped start up Happy Eddie, and he owed that motherfucker. And they didn't have the money, like he said they did. Even with the products that he sold, he probably still didn't have enough money to, to pay to pay back Big Fat Paul and him. Big Fat Paulie wanted his money, honey. And as well as Happy Eddie was doing, it might not have been enough to pay back what he owed Big Fat Paul. So, they came up with this scheme and this scam so that they could be in good with Big Fat Paulie before he sent his goons around there to break their knees, the churn knees, and the dog's knees too. And while they breaking these, I would have sent their asses around there to Mammy Shrine House to break her shits into. No, she never bought the robbery up on RHOP. That was another thing that was brought up. She never brought up the robbery on RHOP. And if she did, I missed it. If she brought it up, I missed it. But I know for me, if I really got robbed, that would have been my storyline. Y'all would have been seeing me going. Y'all would have been seeing me pulling the Candace, putting sticky notes and shit on every mirror that I got, saying you're safe. You have a security system. You got some Dobermans back there. You're safe. You're gonna be all right. Like that would have been my storyline. How traumatized I am about my house getting burglarized while I'm down, while I'm out and about with my husband and we gone. Somebody came in and raided my shit. I would be looking for a new place to live. Like I would be playing it up because this is something that happened to me and it traumatized me. We didn't see it at all. And if we did, I missed it. Because allegedly it happened right before the season. Like if you trying to make it seem real, do like don't, do like don't, and Kyle did. I know what you're trying to say, friend. And I forgot. That is what happened to Kyle and what you got. Mm-hmm. And listen, even if it was right before the season, I wouldn't give a damn. I'd have came on the next season. Okay, I'd have came on the next season. Y'all, my shit got broken into, and I'm terrified. I don't want to stay here no more. Like y'all would have been seeing me staying up down to Mammy Shrine House, or seeing me on a cot down to Giselle House, or seeing me on a pallet down to Karen House or something like that. Like that's what y'all would have seen me in the next season. Had my shit got broken into in this good white people neighborhood. Like I wouldn't have been there. I would have played it up real good. Even if I won't scared like that, I'd have still played it up for my storyline. We ain't even get that. Yvette, I would have drudged it out all season long. I would have reminded everybody, my house got burglarized, bitch. I'm traumatized. Get out my face. My entire season, that's what I would have did, Yvette. I don't know what you're talking about. My whole storyline would have been getting burglarized. Finding me a new house, finding me some Dobermans to have in the backyard, or some cane corsos or something. Y'all have been seeing me get ADT and ring and all that shit put up in my all season long. Y'all would have saw me taking jujitsu classes and self-defense classes and karate classes. Y'all would have seen me going to get my piece. Y'all would have been seeing me going to the gun range and learning how to get my piece all season. That's what y'all would have saw. Y'all would have been seeing me down to the damn uh, 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 uh support groups, For folk who houses got burglarized and all that shit, I'd have did all of that. I'd have pulled the Candace from season 5. I'd have went and found me a damn therapist for nothing. Oh, I'm so traumatized. Shit got broken into while I was out and about vacation with my husband. I don't know what to do no more. Shoot. Anyhow, this the last person we here to get on because I done went completely over my hour. And y'all know I got to do the Chaser panel tonight. So the last person on the docket is QVC Lady. And it says this comes from TMZ. Exclusive. RHOP star Stacy Rush divorce looks legit. Castmates suspect storyline reviews. Stacy Rush's castmates on the Real Housewives of Potomac aren't convinced she actually got divorced from her husband, Timu Rush. But TMZ did some digging, and it looks like the divorce is legit. Here's the deal. Stacy got called out on a recent episode of RHOP by fellow castmates who claimed she was fudging divorce docs. But court records appear to confirm Stacy is telling the truth. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, Stacy and Timu divorced last year, and it says there was a final decree entered on the docket on December 16th, although it remains under seal. Now, Stacy did say that. The docs show Timu filed for the divorce in early 2024, saying the couple married in Germany of September 2007 and have been separated since August 2023. He said they apparently hammered out a quick settlement as there was no hope of a possible reconciliation between the two parties. Stacy and Timu are now back together. That's her storyline for the season. And she told viewers she and Timu decided to reconcile during a family Christmas getaway to Mexico with their 9-year-old daughter, Arabella. After she found out on the trip, they were officially divorced. So it seems her timeline with the dates on the legal filings. Dear God, I cannot talk. As for why Stacy's divorce was met with doubt on RHOP, she joined the cast last season, and her storyline was about going through a divorce and moving on with a man. She said that she was dating Thomas Anthony Jones. That's where TJ comes from. Stacy and TJ broke up, and during the season, he told one of the husbands she paid him to be on the show because she needed a storyline. And now her castmates are wondering if the whole divorce and getting back with her ex is just a storyline too. Giselle Bryant even claims Stacy went to an app and made her divorce documents, but now we know there are actual divorce docs filed with the court. What do you got to say to that, Giselle and Ashley? What do y'all got to say to that? This comes from TMZ. And y'all know if TMZ don't do nothing else, baby, they gonna dig all up in y'all business. So I believe TMZ. That is one thing TMZ gonna do. They will dig all in your business. They will dig all in your shit. They will dig all in your family. They will. So I believe it coming from TMZ. I didn't bother to go and look because I don't care. But if it came from TMZ, I'll accept it. Ashley had the nerve to be questioning Stacy after her own lies about her own divorce. Yvette, that's why I got her together. So I wonder what Giselle has to say now that TMZ done said that, girl, we dug. It's legit. They did get divorced. It was finalized. They just decided to get back together. Now, probably for the show. We've all been embarrassed by a man. Giselle, you can relate. She sure can because she was embarrassed by Magilla Gorilla. That's even worse, in my opinion. You got played by a primate that you still decided to marry, knowing that he had another hoe pregnant the same time you was pregnant. Either he had y'all pregnant at the same time, or she was pregnant when you decided to walk down the aisle with his ass. I think that's what it was. She was pregnant when he decided to walk down the aisle with you, which means he was fucking her while he was engaged to you. And you knew, and you still decided to like, see, that'd be my thing. With Giselle and Ashley and Robin, when she was up here, when they would do shit like that, it's like, but can y'all really? And who is it to read to? Them or yourselves? And you're right, Ali Benz. Lord knows, I got embarrassed by a man once. He hardly lived to tell the tale, but it happened. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Uh, okay, he barely made it to tell the tale, but yeah, it happened to me. You know, we all got embarrassed by some nugget ass man. Hey, Caramel World, how you doing, baby? We all done got embarrassed by some raggedy ass man. Ain't none of us exempt from that. It don't matter how good you look, how fine you think you are, how good you think your pussy is, honey. We done all got played by a no good ass nigga one time or two in our life. Like, I don't think none of us exempt from that. So what's good, Silver Sweets? Giselle and Ashley will move on to the next victim, probably Wendy, if she's still allowed to return. How she gonna be allowed to return when she gonna be down? When she gonna be taking up Karen Scott? Okay, how? When she gonna be taking up Karen Scott? They about to stick her right in the same cell they had Karen in. That what they gonna do, and they gonna be like, "Bitch, you stupid." At least Karen came up in here for drunk driving. Oh, you stealing? So you don't get it like that. I don't know. They might treat you like a common criminal. Cause see, they loved Karen up in there, but they might treat you like a common criminal. Even ass. Anyway, we was off of Wendy. We talking about state. But listen, I am glad that the QVC lady at least got some type of vindication, because I thought it was awful that she felt like she had to go out here and show them a divorce decree. Like, I felt bad that she felt like she had to do that, because who the fuck are them tired assholes who got divorced them goddamn selves? Like, I don't know, Stacy, you way too passive for me. Stacy, you are way too passive. Because if it was me, I would have cut. Listen, they wouldn't want to be around me no more. The way I would have laid it to both of their asses, they would not have wanted to be with me, film with me, or do anything, and I wouldn't have gave a fuck. And every time we had a group scene, I would have made it my business to start with them on purpose, just so I could lay their ass the fuck out. See, I'm that type of petty. See, they haven't met anybody with the type of pettiness of me. See, every time, because they wouldn't have filmed with me, but every time we had a group scene, I would have made it my business to rag, tack, and drag both of their asses. I would have made every scene with me, with them, uncomfortable, to the point where they didn't even want to show up to a group scene with me being there. Because that would have been my whole time. Read, roast, gag, drag, rag tag. That would have been my mental and my focus, being in the scene with the both of them together. That's me, Stacy. But you can do what you want. I would have told Ashley, go worry about her wild Thornberry kids, ooh, and Giselle to stop asking the mirror if she's the fairest of them all. Dear God, Allie Benson, not the wild Thornberry children. My God. Listen, considering that she allowed them to be running around out tramping outside without socks or shoes on, you could get, I ain't mad at you for calling them Derwin and Derwin Jr. Won't that his name? Won't that the little boy name on the Wild Thornberries? Won't it Darren? Was it Darren? Dorian? It won't Dorian. Was it Darren? I think it was Darren. And I was not a huge fan of the Wild Thornberries, but I did remember the little boy name. Donnie, whatever. Um, I wouldn't, I could see you call him Donnie and Donnie Jr. I could, but mm, child. Well, anyway, y'all, that's pretty much it. That's kind of all I got for the RHOP news of the week, honey. That's all the news of the week. Stacy divorce is legit. Um, Tamara Judge done ran her mouth about the neighbors. Something, whatever. Tamara Judge, you's a messy ass Caucasian woman. I ain't mad with you though. Okay. We found out that the neighbors already knew the Cephos was on some fuck shit. And what was the other story I talked about? Ashley crying over a fuck nigga that never loved her from the beginning. Um, Ooh, I would have told Gizzard to go help Gracie find the correct foundation color. Ooh. Look, they ain't none of my business. Cause I like the cheering. I ain't, mm-mm. I like the cheering. All right. I like the cheering. Plus, I like Gracie because Gracie ain't cat ass out there and became one of them tight ass picket green pearl wearing women. Um, like that other child did. What was the twin name? Was it Angel or Adore? Child. Listen, if Giselle got every Hugh Palace left, I'm more just sure it's old, dry, dusty, crumbly. All right. I'm more than sure at this point it got to be an expiration date on it, and I'm sure it's past its expiration. All right. Won't nobody buying that shit then, and ain't nobody finna buy that shit now. That pasty ass makeup. Child, please. Don't nobody want that Betty Crocker inspired. Okay. Don't nobody want that Pillsbury Doughboy inspired cake mix that she tried to pass off as damn makeup, concealer, and foundation. Like, child gone. I always felt like Giselle wore too much fucking makeup, to be honest. But whatever. Would go tell Ashley her braids gotta be smaller under her wigs. I'm Grace. Grace be looking like Wendy Mama. Don't do that. Do not do that. Now, unless you're talking about complexion. Now, that shade to Mamie Shrine because she do bleach her skin. But from what I heard from other Africans or Nigerians, they say that's a norm down there. Now, I don't know how true it is, but that's what I heard. They say that's the norm down there where they try to bleach their skin. And I said, is it? Because whenever I look at pictures of people that live down in Africa or Nigeria, all I see is black. Like, I don't necessarily see nobody walk around there light skin. I don't necessarily see nobody walk around there with bleach skin. I mean, when I look at pictures and stuff of them type of continents and stuff, I don't ever see no light skinned people. That I always see, the darker the better. You know, I ain't saying that it don't happen. I'm just saying from the pictures and shit that I've seen of folk that live down in Africa and the West Indies and then Jamaica and then Nigeria and all them places. I don't ever really see too many people walking around with bleached skin. That's just me. I've never seen it, but I ain't saying that it ain't happening. Not the norm, but very prevalent. Okay. But I'm shocked by that because I always thought that y'all were proud people. I thought y'all was proud of y'all blackness. Y'all was proud of y'all melanin. Y'all was proud of y'all color. Y'all was like, I always thought that nothing else. Y'all was always proud of that. I mean, that's what I always thought. I mean, I don't know. a norm of not being happy with themselves. Like I say, I've always thought of y'all as, well, not y'all, because I don't know if you are or not, but I always thought of them as proud people. They was very proud of their heritage, their complexion, where they came. Like, I thought they ain't played with shit like that. So it's like when I heard that, I was very shocked because I said, well, this is my first time hearing that. But whatever. Um, some have a very colorized mind. Well, listen, I love me a dark chocolate, y'all know I love me a dark little something. Y'all know I love. Mm. Don't get me wrong, light skin cute or whatever, but it ain't nothing like a dark piece of dark chocolate, honey, with a nice built 8-pack that's well defined and nice legs, and then they teeth be straight, pearly ass white. They walk in, body glistening, smiling with them white teeth. Oh, I don't know what y'all mean. Like, listen, it ain't nothing like so. Whatever. Um, you have people there who are very proud, and some who have succumbed to colorism. Pray for them. The blacker the better for me. That's why I stay in trouble. Okay, living by design, me too. You know, I like them dark. Look at my baby daddy. Dark. Well, brown. Okay. And look at Brandon. Brown. All right. Look at Brother Man X. Now, granted, he has an avatar with Mario and Luigi. But I mode to show he black, brown, dark brown, somewhere around there. Okay, he don't give off no light skin teeth. All right. Um, Child, me too, T. Give me a dark chocolate man. You have good taste. And do. True that, T. Child. But anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. An hour and 29 minutes. Cool. I'll accept it. This was great. What the like said though. 126, 132. All right, I'll take it because there's more likes than the folk that's up in here. Well, I totally appreciate y'all for rocking with me. This was nice or whatever. Like I said, whenever I got the chance to click my button, I'm gonna click my button and give y'all something because I'm yet climbing. Now, my arrows are starting to come up, which is great. They're starting to turn green again. Y'all remember when I showed y'all they weren't green? They're starting to be green again. In particular, the revenue. So y'all make sure to continue to watch. Y'all make sure to continue to comment and like and all that stuff. All that shit helps with the revenue. And all that good stuff, other things of the teams of the teams. Okay. I will see y'all tonight at whatever time Chasing Orlando comes on tonight. We're gonna do both episodes, one with two. Two comes on tonight. So we're gonna knock both of those up out the way. Me, Scotty, Carl, Tremel, Jeremy, and Jamar. All right. Chase effect. It's gonna be at Scotty's channel. So I'm sure he got it set for 9:30. Hopefully we can start at 9:30. Hopefully the episode won't be late. Hopefully the episode won't be delayed. Hopefully the episode is already up and running and ready to be ran at 8 o'clock. So we can do it at 9:30 because we got to go through both last week episode and this one. So yeah. So yeah, I will see you guys over there. Hopefully, if don't no bullshit happens. I'll see y'all over there. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Thank you for the few cash apps I received and the PayPal. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's tomorrow? Friday. Nothing going on Friday. So I might just do a live just to do a live. because there's really nothing else going on. And I'm not reviewing the Braxtons because of that whole Trina shit. Her getting up here, taking up the dead ass. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. That's what I'm going to give y'all sometime tomorrow. We could get up here and gag the hell out of Trina ass for that fuck shit that she pulled. So that's going to be on tomorrow's bingo card. So y'all look out for that tomorrow. And with that, I'm gone. Okay, before I get up here and wrangle Trina's neck right now, because y'all know I'm capable of doing it. Bye. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do.